Oh, welcome, welcome, yes. Please come and sit down. Just jotting down some notes. So, I understand you are interested in seeing some of our fine cutlery. Okay. Please do have a seat, get comfortable. We have some fine pieces. I will start off with the least expensive, and we'll work our way up from there. And you can tell me what you're interested in. This is our first piece. It's a fine piece indeed. This is not for sale. This is my personal piece of cutlery. I use this for package opening and so forth. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Yes, that's working quite nicely. Yes, this is all going according to plan. Yes, of course. Yes, this is a Smith & Wesson tactical knife. It's been used for a lot of abusive tasks. It's a bulldog of a knife. It's got a Tonto blade, black powder coat. It's got a rubber grip. And it's a liner lock, of course. As you can see, it's quite a fine device, yes. The handle measures in at 16 thousandths wide, yes. It's got a blade of 3.25 long, 3 1/4 inches long. Yes. And we will just measure the blade thickness at 2.5 millimeters. So this is a fine piece of cutlery. We shall move on to the next piece. What do we have here? Let's have a look, see, shall we? We package our cutlery in the finest of polymer protective coatings. We do not want them to get damaged, of course. Oh yes, of course. We have a CRKT. This is the M16 model. Quite a exquisite piece. Serrated blade, Tonto tip, black powder coated once again. Handle measures in at it's somewhere around there. 12.6. As you can see in the inner quadrant of the blade, we have some bronze bushings, yes, and we have some fine jimping on the back of the blade for grippage technology. This has quite a unique locking system. You must pull the safety, then the liner lock to close said blade. And the blade measures in at 2.5 millimeters. Okay, we'll put that there. We shall move on to the next piece. Oh, yes, this is quite a fine piece indeed. This goes back quite some time. Quite some time. This is a SOG piece. As you can see, it's got a G10 scales. This is a backlock type. G10 scales. It has bronze bushings in the pivot area. It's got a ZSOG logo on the pocket clip. It's a deep carry, as you can see, and aluminum standoffs with titanium nitride coating on the blade. And the handle measures in at 13.6 millimeters. And the blade is measuring in at 3 millimeters exactly. On the button. Almost on the button. On the button, yes. Yes, this is a fine, fine specimen. Quite stylish and quite razor sharp. Let's move on, shall we? Alpha 2 must have packaged these up. She's quite thorough when she packages things. Yes, this is part of our automatic line, of course. This is a Krishnaklov series from the Boker lineup. They have a hardened aluminum shell, bronze bushings. This here is the safety. As you can see, it is a sliding safety. This is quite an exquisite piece. I've used this quite a bit. And we have the aluminum scales measuring in at 16.2 and a blade thickness of 2.92 millimeters. This is quite an exquisite piece, yes. It's a very sturdy little aluminum standoffs. This is also a deep pocket carry style, as you can see by this, by that there, by the clip, It is a deep carry pocket clip. Okay, moving on. Oh, goodness gracious, I forgot to measure the blade length on a couple of these knives. Please forgive me, I'm a little out of sorts today. This measures in 3 1/4 inches. The SOG measures in at just over 3 inches. And the CRKT measures in at 3 inches on the button. Okay. Ah, yes. Another piece from the SOG lineup. This is a nylon fiber reinforced handle. Another deep carry pocket clip. This is assisted opening with a safety, as you can see. SOG, we have the half serrated, half regular blade. The handle measures in at just over 18 thousandths. We have a blade length of 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8, maybe is 1, 2, somewhere around there. Just over 3 1/4. We'll call it 3 1/4. No need to get picky. With a blade thickness of just over 3 millimeters, 3.05 millimeters. This is an exquisite piece. It is assisted opening with a spring mechanism within the handle. It has a textured surface, as you can see, for grippage. This is also quite a rugged knife. Moving along, yes. Yes, this is quite a cute little specimen. This is a CRKT assisted opening EG. This is part of the Koji Hara design. A black nitride coating on the handle, on the blade. It is a flat grind with a 2 and just over 1/4 inch blade. We have a stainless steel aligners with a aluminum backspacer, as you can see here. Rubber scales, hard rubber scales, measuring at just about 10 thousandths wide. And it's, as I said, it's a liner lock and a assisted opening. And we have a blade thickness of 2.4 millimeters. This is a nice little poking device, quite an exquisite little creature. in, but we are definitely moving up in quality. Yes, the blacked out Kershaw assisted opening. Yes, this is quite an exquisite piece. Part of the Ken Onion series made in January of '09. This is a aluminum handle scales with a liner lock. As I said, it's assisted opening, bronze bushings with a spring-loaded mechanism. The handle is in at just over 7,000. 32seconds of an inch. These are 32seconds of an inch. We have a blade length of just under 3 inches and a blade thickness of 2.2 millimeters. Yes, this is also a very exquisite blade design. It's a hollow grind. That means it is a concaved grind. You see, concaved. If you look at the blade here, from the spine to that edge, it is concaved. Makes for quite a sharp edge. Moving along. Oh yes, this is one of my favorite pieces, yes. This is from our CRKT lineup. It is also assisted opening. It consists of a G10 scales, with a nice grip texture, stainless steel blacked out pocket clip. This is also assisted opening, but with a very special function. This button here is the actuator, as well as the safety. It must be depressed and then pushed. This mission is in at 30 seconds width on the blade on the handle. A blade width thickness of 2.8 millimeters. The blade is covered in a gray nitride coating, as you can see, with a blade length of just over, it's almost exactly 3 1/4 inches. It's quite perfect. Yes, it's got stainless steel liners with blacked out coating for maximum stealth. And finally, our flagship knife, our queen of the castle, so to speak. This is a Tingle Bottom Industries pride and joy. The Spider-Go Tenacious. This has had a lot of custom work done to it. As you can see, we will start off with the standard G10 scales. And all of the steel, the blade steel on this device has been polished to a mirror finish by hand. It came in a satin finish, and we see we have a handle thickness of 13 to 30 seconds of an inch. Yes, about 13, 14, 30 seconds. And blade thickness of 2.8 millimeters. And a blade length of 3 1/4 inches. This also has double bronze bushings for maximum smooth operation. It is quite an exquisite piece. As you can see, it's very smooth. Okay, and last but not least, we have our SOG Automatic. It has a hardened aluminum casing with a safety, as you can see here. The mechanism will not fire with the safety on. We have some beautiful jimping on the back. Blade thickness of 2.76 millimeters. Handle width of just over 12/32 of an inch. Just exquisite. And a blade length of just under 3.5 inches. And that will conclude our knife lineup for today. I'd like to get all the blades nice and even. Yes, that's quite exquisite. And of course, we must repackage them for protection of the steel and the proper maintenance of one's knives are quite essential to keep them operating smoothly and efficiently. Thank you all for coming.